What's up?
Now recording.
Now recording.
Oh my God. What are we gonna do?
Well,
each other, I thought.
Talk.
Oh, yeah, that.
Oh yeah.
I like your idea better.
Well, I guess I'll go ahead and address the elephant in the room. Yes, this is a different room. Also, this is a different camera. I was having some technical difficulties before we started, and this is a makeshift answer.
Are we gonna talk about the bigger elephant in that you're not alone on screen right now?
I'm not?
Dude.
Don't look to your left.
My left. There's nothing there.
Is everything you own in that box?
I mean,
To the left.
I meant stage left.
There's a box on his left. Look.
There is a box on my left.
That's right.
Do you want to know what's in the box? Are you Brad Pitt right now?
Your stuff.
It's donuts in the box next to
you?
you.
Are you
It's
really
not.
just recording
It's,
from inside his box?
I'll tell you what it is. It is an Alice in Chains record.
Oh.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. It's
I'm
like, I think it's like drill bits and a hammer, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I went kind of ham bone. So actually, what I do have right now is freedom to show you guys. So
Yeah.
I was hanging paintings and a map back there.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I had to, and then I also
Very
put
cool.
some foam up in my room. So
Gotta have your foam.
always got to have the foam. There's, it looks funny because I have this piece of foam that's like 2 inches thick, but I was like, oh, it's
Relatable.
foam, it's light, so I don't have to like go really hard and like securing it to the wall. So it's just got these little like trim nails in it. And it looks like it's been shot.
Oh, no.
Little foamy dimples. It's weird. Anyway, how are y'all?
Speaking of dimples.
Oh, I'm doing quite well. How are you?
Oh, white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel you.
I half feel you. I feel you like half the time. 50%.
Whoa, I get it. That's fine.
So
But no,
who do we have here?
Hello.
Other side.
Nice to meet you. Hello.
Hi. I'm BlazedDonut420. You can find me on Twitch. Pretty soon you'll also see me on YouTube. I am a variety streamer. I do all kinds of things. You can't really, like tack me down to any specific genre or specific game. I'm all over the place, man.
You can't tie them down.
Oh no,
None of that action.
Who do you
never.
think you are? Running around, leaving scars. Can't do it.
God damn it. I love how you were like, hey, we're recording now, no more music, so we're just going to say lyrics, and that's so much
whoa,
better.
no, it's a dramatic interpretation. It's different.
It's important.
You're like one of those fucking reaction channels. Oh, I'm changing the content a lot. Look, the whole video's in the corner, but my left nipple's showing, so it's transformative.
Like, I want to do a video of just making YouTube thumbnail faces without actually making anything in the video. Exactly. You've got it.
Yeah, that's actually that actively draws me away
Yeah,
from watching videos. I'll be like, oh look, Danny Gonzalez has a new video out. Oh no, not even gonna bother.
Do you watch Danny? Do you watch Drew and Curtis too?
Drew is my number one, and then
Yes.
and then I got Danny like basically in like a half a tier down, like basically equal, but just a little bit lower. And then I put Eddie Burback after
Oh,
that.
I love Eddie.
Then I go Jarvis. And then I go Curtis. And then what's his name? Scott Kramer is
Okay.
down there a little bit. Then at the very, very bottom of the bottom is Nick is Not Green. I'm not a fan of Nick is Not Green.
Fair enough. So
Yeah.
are you a big video essay connoisseur?
A lot of the bulk of the content on YouTube that I consume it would be that, or I like watching music reaction stuff. Like one of my favorite things to do is watch people react to listening to Tool, the band Tool.
Oh yeah, I've seen a bunch of those.
Because they're all like, "Oh my god!" by the end of it, and it's really entertaining.
What, he's playing in 5/8, and now he's switched to 7/16 time, but he's doing galloping triplets. I don't understand.
Like, what? Or they
watch
they watched the live video recording of Numa, Danny Carey playing Numa.
Mhm.
And they're like, "What? He's doing like that on the left hand, that was his right hand at the same time. Oh my god!" And it's great.
Oh, so speaking of like music and like musicianship and like being just a musical genius in general, you quoted The Office earlier before we started recording. So there's an episode of The Office where Kevin is playing with his cover band Scrantonicity.
Ew.
Yeah. And he was doing a cover of Roxanne by the Police. Yeah. And so the drums and the vocals are in different time signatures. And for him to have been able to do that, he would have to be a musical genius, which is a joke that they wrote into the show because Kevin is so dumb.
Well, you notice that he wasn't dumb until the branch merger, and he found out that his job was doing illegal stuff. He's like, I'm pretty sure he went to jail for what I do every day. So I feel like at that point, he, because he was like, he ranked high in like the World Series of Poker. So to do that, you have to have some kind of high intellect, and plus he was an accountant at a firm, like a actual like business firm. So he had to have some intelligence. So I feel like he's hamming it up for the cameras to basically push away any kind of suspicion on himself.
Are we talking about The Office?
We are talking about The Office, yeah.
I have an opinion about The Office.
Please share.
It's not funny.
What is that?
You don't think The Office is funny?
No.
The great thing about comedy is it's subjective.
It's true.
I don't know. I tried with it. I would watch it every night before I went to bed, fucking when I was on insert streaming service here. And I don't know. It sucks because I like a lot of those actors, but like, I don't know what happened.
Do you not enjoy like cringe humor at all?
That's my problem. Everything in my body tells me I'm supposed to like The Office. I don't know what's wrong. It has all the types of stuff I like, all the actors I like. It's great. I don't know what's wrong.
Similar vein. Do you like Parks and Recreation?
I haven't seen it.
You might like that better.
Okay.
Because it's kind of a similar concept as The Office. Like, it started out obviously as an Office clone, but then they quickly found their own voice in how they write the comedy, and it turns way more into like sitcom feel. Like they kind of drop the talking head aspect that The Office kept throughout the entire series, but it's the same. It's shot the same way.
So the thing about Parks and Rec is if you're going to start watching it, you have to get past Mark Brendanawicz for it to get really good.
Yes. As soon as Rob Lowe and
Adam Scott
show up, that's when it definitely changes. And also they revised Leslie Knope's character as well, so she became way less like abrasive and a lot more endearing. So people like were able to identify with her a whole lot better.
So another question, kind of another tangent. A lot of the times when you're trying to get somebody into something or telling them, a lot of people say, well, you have to get through this part to enjoy this. Do you guys... To me, that's always been like an oxymoron. Like, if you're supposed to like something, you're supposed to like it, right? Before you answer, I will say that happened with me with Kingdom Hearts. I played the first game, and people are like, dude, the early opening game, it sucks. Like, you got to go collect shit, and then you're really weak at the beginning. You just got to get over it. And it worked. What's up with that?
So, like, my thought process is, if you're coming from the end of the journey, right? So imagine, if you will, we're not talking about a piece of media, and you and I were, let's say we were living in the same house. Mm-hmm. And then I'm like, Nate, I'm going to go to the store. I'll be back in 25, 30 minutes.
Okay.
I drive to the store and back, and then whenever I get back, I'm like, you should totally go to the store, but watch out. 2 streets down, there's a big pothole. Once you get past that, it's going to be fine.
Huh. So, Go ahead.
My opinion about that is when you're doing long form storytelling, like in television, it's heavily a collaborative effort in the writing aspect. So you have like this whole room full of writers, all contributing together, and they don't really know most of the time which direction they're ultimately going to go in with most of these characters. So usually 9 times out of 10, most shows, if you go back and look at the very beginning, a lot of them are so vastly different in tone of character, especially like in the pilot episode, because they hadn't settled on where they're going to go with it. And then also a lot of it is seeing responses from audiences and using it as a form of like focus group testing, kind of. So my opinion is you never can hold a TV show specifically. You can't basically make a decision on the actual overall quality of it until you get into when they find their groove of writing.
Okay.
So with Parks and Recs, it definitely didn't happen until somewhere between the first and second season. And that was roughly the time when Mark Brennan-Denowitz, or whatever his name is, left the cast, and they brought in Adam Scott and Rob Lowe. Yeah.
So,
which ultimately revitalized Rob Lowe's career. Like, that's how popular his character was.
Oh yeah.
So I was talking to my therapist about this yesterday, because I was talking to him about YouTube versus streaming. I like to stream because it's instant. I don't have to put any work in. I mean, I do, you put work into a stream, but not the same way you would like put work into editing a YouTube video. You know what I mean? It's on the spot. It's there. I realize that a lot of the things I tend to enjoy in life are like instant gratification things. Like even video games. Like we were talking about, what was it, Pokemon and like turn-based stuff. I don't play it because it feels like a grind and I don't like it. When I played the Bandicoots, fucking beat the level. Walk through the hallway, beat the level, right? So I'm trying to open my mind to things that are a more long-term gratification so that I can relate to people more.
You definitely get that instant gratification from those platformers, for sure.
Yeah, for
sure. like getting past a late level in like Cuphead, for example, that is way more of a dopamine burst than, say, grinding up your Garchomp to 90.
Right, yeah, for sure. And then even though 100% grind for me, it's like never been hard because that's still instant. Like you see the percentage go up with every little thing you touch and collect. It's like automatic.
Right.
Probably why I'm really good with red and magic, really bad at playing blue and white. Like green, red, and black are kill, 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 stomp, stomp, stomp. Blue and white, take a nap, go for a jog, take a swim. Takes, a lot of effort, man. Anyway.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what else is instantly gratifying?
What?
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
You were getting very sleepy.
Can I stop you for a minute?
Coming back to Milktown. Welcome back.
Oh, hi. Oh yeah, this is the Milktown podcast. Okay, so I've been doing some research.
I'm glad you know.
And I have some things I have to say.
Oh God.
Oh, okay.
Wait, before you say those, remember, we're just a couple of collaborators. We really had to get into the swing of things. So before you go judging us, you got to really make sure we get into our groove.
Say it.
You know the drill.
All right. Where do we stand? Where do you two stand? Whole milk versus skim milk. It's like
I don't think we've ever had a guest come prepared like this. What is happening? Oh, I'm a whole milk guy. I like to chew my milk.
See, I'm the same way.
I'm a whole milk guy.
Here's what I'm gonna say. I love comedy. One of my favorite things about comedy is a good punchline subverts expectations, and there are different things you can do to set up a joke and make it better. And ultimately what I'm getting at here is, to quote Ron Swanson from Parks and Recreation, skim milk is water that's lying about being milk.
Are we anti-skim on this platform? I'll do anywhere from 2% to whole, but whole is my main.
If I had the power, I would remove skim milk from the supply chain completely.
Okay.
Just get that shit out of here. I don't.
My thing about skim milk is I love cooking a lot, so there's not enough fat content in skim milk to make good food with it.
Right.
I'm not saying it doesn't serve a purpose. Like, I'm lactose intolerant. If I drank skim milk versus if I drank 2% milk, that's two different types of diarrhea that I would have. You know what I'm saying? So 2% is better than whole to me because I don't like super fatty milk, but I also don't want skim milk ever. So
See, even more to that point, I used to work in a 4.5-star restaurant's kitchen. It was a really, really fine dining Greek restaurant, and we would make a from scratch Alfredo, like in the pan, and we would use heavy cream for it.
Yep. Yep. I use heavy cream for many, many things in the kitchen. It's one of the most versatile dairy products, I believe, other than yogurt, which, while we're here and we're talking about dairy, I'm going to go ahead and give you this week's milk fact.
All right. Starting
And it's not really a milk fact, it's a yogurt fact. Apparently, there's not a wrong way to spell yogurt. If you try, people are going to know what you're talking about. There's like 9 different spellings of yogurt that are acceptable.
What?
Yep. One of them is Joghurt.
Fuck you. No.
That's just how you spell yogurt in like Swedish.
Bro.
It's yogurt.
Bro. Guys. Yo play too much.
Oh my god. By the way, okay, all 3 of us are in the continental United States.
Yeah.
Next time you're at the grocery store, go pick up OUI brand yogurt. OUI. It's I believe Yoplait makes it, but it's French style yogurt.
Is it just whipped?
It's really, really, really nicely whipped, and it there's no aftertaste. So you know, like if you eat like Greek yogurt, it's got that weird kind of, it coats your tongue and gives that weird kind of sour aftertaste to it.
Yeah.
This doesn't have that at all. It tastes almost like eating yogurt textured ice cream.
So if there's a Wii, is there a Wii Lactose Plus?
I think so.
Okay,
I think there is one that's
I'll
like
see
low
I'll see
lactose
myself out. I'm tired of making like console jokes.
Nate, I get it. So Nate and I are both kind of on our own like fitness journeys right now. I'm getting back into it. Nate's also getting back into it. So I have been eating a lot of Greek yogurt, and it's mainly because there's very little sugar and there's a lot of protein, and it's easily digestible for someone who's lactose intolerant, because sugar in milk is the thing that keeps you from being able to digest it if you're lactose intolerant. So I eat a lot of Greek yogurt. Yeah. I think I went on a tangent about that in one of the episodes where I talked about what lactose intolerance was. But yeah, it's love me some Greek yogurt. Actually, the other night I took some Greek yogurt. I mixed in a scoop of banana cream flavored protein powder, and then I mixed it together, and then I put some peanut butter in there, and then like a handful of chocolate chips.
Oh, that sounds really good.
It was pretty good.
Sounds tasty.
I gotta start eating like at all.
Oh,
That's like a big part of fitness that I don't eat for like hours and hours, and then I eat dinner and then I go to bed.
another really cool thing about those Wii yogurts, I'm seeing if I have one here. They come in glass jars.
Oh, I've seen those then.
So what you're telling me is
with the foil lid. You just peel the foil lid right off of it.
what you're telling me is Wii Fits.
Oh yeah.
So did you have more than one topic that you wanted to present to us? You said you had a couple in there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. What the hell is up with this milkshake erasure in society? Like, there's less and less milkshakes everywhere.
Wait.
What's up with that?
Can we talk about milkshakes real quick?
That's what he wants. That's what they want to do. Come on.
Perfect. This is great. I've started back streaming again, having a good time. Rated into one of the people from Taunton Gaming Crew, really cool group of people. Went in there, and they were arguing about ice cream on a cone versus ice cream in a bowl. And I was like, yo, just get a milkshake, because that's just portable ice cream, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They shut me down and tried to tell me no. Is a milkshake not portable ice cream?
It's
I'm
not.
telling you.
Oh,
this
get
is,
the fuck
This
out
is
of
the
here.
conspiracy.
This is
on
ridiculous.
the
What do you mean
highest
it's not?
levels.
What do you mean it's not, Sonny? What are you talking
It's not
about?
ice cream.
Get rid of it. See, it's erasure.
Dude, that
No,
is
don't
milkshake
say
is ice
it.
cream.
I'm not saying that it doesn't serve a purpose. I'm just saying it's not ice cream, which I think is a valid sentiment to share.
I don't
with
think
the
so.
both of you.
What makes it not ice cream?
Yeah, go. What?
Well, ice cream, by definition, has an icy consistency. It is cold to the point where it is solid.
I guess you haven't seen a milkshake that's been in my freezer for an hour.
See, but that's not the way that you would
Is it ice
consume a
cream?
milkshake.
So,
It's
okay,
not the
wait.
way that it's a
Pause.
At that point, is it ice cream?
Pause. Insert burger chain here. You ask for a milkshake. They go, no, the ice cream machine doesn't work.
Boom.
You don't have a milk. I'm sorry. Milkshakes are just portable ice cream. Dude, you go to fucking insert place here where I tipped them like $150. You know the place I'm talking about. Fucking, I don't want to do name brands, but like, you can go and get milkshakes there. I did. I got a Lucky Charms milkshake.
Hey, type it into the VC's text chat.
Oh, for
so
sure.
So I can see who you're talking about. Also, do you guys have
No.
Culvers around you?
Yeah,
I
there's
do,
one
yeah.
like 2 minutes from my house.
Those concretes they have, so good. Oh my god. Oh yeah, that place.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, I just realized I'm sharing my screen, so they're going to see it anyway.
Yeah, they saw it.
It's fine. Man,
Oh,
I
yeah,
really
to
wish
quote
something raunchy was in there so I could go do some censorship
Right.
work. I pull it up.
Funny.
Man, I really need your cock right now. Like,
Oh.
Like, okay, so don't get me wrong, milkshakes are great, but the original name for a milkshake, like if you were to go back in time to like the 1930s, and you were to go to like a pharmacy,
Are you
which is
talking
where
about
they
malt?
used to
Are
yeah
you
they
talking
used to
about
serve
malts right now?
malted milkshakes because it had malt powder in it. It was not served like ice cream. It was milk with malt powder, which thickened it and sweetened it at the same time.
okay, well, a lot of modern day milkshakes, no malt powder, just blended
So-
ice cream.
But you can
In-
go into those classic like Johnny Rockets type places, something like Steak and Shake, but not Steak and Shake,
Yeah.
and they'll still serve malts as well as
Which are
shakes.
separate. Yeah, they're separate categories. And so
Also, I don't think Nate's been to Steak and Shake.
I haven't, no, but I've been to other adjacent places that are old school, and there was one, and it was in the mall in San Diego, and Mario and I would go there like every time I got paid, because he didn't have a fucking job, which is fine. I don't care. I just wanted to go see a movie and fucking go to the diner with my bro. That's all I cared about.
Oh, yeah.
And fucking, man, I miss that place. But yeah, malts and milkshakes are different, but I feel like milkshakes are more ice cream adjacent than they are, you know?
Well, you're not wrong, but that in what you said disproves your point that it's ice cream. It's ice cream adjacent.
Yeah, but not by much. It's the form of ice cream.
Okay.
You're making it a difference as in ice versus water. And yeah, but no, like ice is solid water, man. Milkshakes are just liquid ice cream.
It has a different name. You don't go, hey, can you fill my cup with solid water? You go, hey, can I get a cup of ice?
See,
A cup of ice is still a
experience-
cup of water, though.
My experience.
The
of
same way that a
hand-churned
milkshake is a portable ice cream.
See, my experience of hand churned milkshakes, they would scoop actual ice cream. Like they'd have a carton of like strawberry ice cream.
Yes.
And they would scoop the two big ass scoops into the cup, and then they put the milk in there, and then they would blend it. So
Does
it's
that
basically-
change? Does that change form enough for it to be considered not ice cream?
That's what I'm saying. I think it still could be classified as ice cream.
Okay. So
Okay.
where do we draw the line? Like what changes the form? The malt powder? Will that just make it a malt instead? And we call
I'm
it good,
looking
or-
this up now. So it
Okay.
says a basic milkshake
Mhm.
is made with milk, sugar, and ice cubes.
Is that enough to change
That-
it? There's already milk and sugar in ice cream.
But the difference between that and ice cream is literally air. Like when you get ice cream, it has air whipped into it, and it's cold and frozen to the point where it becomes something different. It's the liquid form of it, but it's no different from water and ice.
Okay, check this out then. Here, scenario. Dungeons and Dragons scenario. Big old fiery dragon. Very weak to ice cream. I decide to take a milkshake and just dump a milkshake on him. Is that going to do any more damage than the ice cream would?
If I was your DM, I would allow you to
same.
roll for it.
I would rule it the same.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
But I'd be rolling for it whether it was solid ice cream or not, right?
I would be rolling for you to hit, but then I would basically be like, okay, how does it affect
Does
this?
it do the same damage though? That's what I'm asking. Yeah, you have to roll to hit either way, right? Whether
Yes.
Okay, so let's say ice cream's 3d4. If I use a milkshake instead, is it still 3d4? I'd say yeah.
I would say yes, because
but
it's more temperature based than.
But it depends on the type of damage. Is it cold damage? Because if so, I'm gonna have to take off some D4s.
No, without all the other rules, just as it stands.
I feel like it'd be just as cold.
Right. I just if you stab someone with a sword and you stab someone with a sword, you're stabbing them with a sword, my guy.
I feel like you guys are grasping at straws here to try to prove me
Yeah,
wrong.
a straw for my
I'm
fucking milkshake.
My argument is that people are trying to remove milkshakes.
I just
Get rid
feel
of
like
milkshakes.
it's portable ice cream. That's all.
Okay, if there is a milkshake erasure, then it's gotta come from the fact that a milkshake is more of a commitment than ice cream, I think. Because there's usually more milkshake than ice cream in a to-go situation.
Usually you get a secondary container as well. If you're like eating it, if you're drinking the milkshake inside the restaurant, they'll give you the cup of the milkshake, then they'll give you the cup that they made the milkshake in with like a little bit left in it.
This might go back to that instant gratification thing. I've always found ice cream more cumbersome than a milkshake. Milkshake, mouth on straw, boom. Ice cream, spoon bowl, hand hurty, teeth sensitive bullshit. So
Okay,
maybe
hold
that
on.
just goes back to my instant gratification mindset where the milkshake's easier for me.
Or maybe it goes back to the fact that ice cream's too cold for you to put on your fucking teeth.
So is milkshake. But I have a straw. But I have a straw for the milkshake. Gets past my teeth.
I have soft teeth, you know that.
Right.
All right, okay. All right. We gotta get through all these.
This is
There's
fucking...
a lot of them.
I've never had a guest come so fucking prepared. This is so
All right.
good.
Nut milks are not milk.
They're not.
No.
They're not.
And
Okay.
they are posers.
Yes, but I will say they serve their purpose.
You are such a DM. Yes, but. Ugh.
What makes milk milk?
Milk has to come from a mammal.
Okay.
That's
Solid.
the literal definition of milk.
So
It is the ovo-lacto production as a result of pregnancy from a mammal.
and that leads me to this. I was in the grocery store, right? I was walking by the milk section, the dairy section,
Mhm.
and look what I see on the shelf. You know what I see on the shelf? I see pea milk.
That's disgusting.
Milk made from peas, like
How?
the vegetable.
Show me the Carfax.
I don't know. And I don't want to know. And it made me very concerned.
So, two little fun bits of information. Carfax and waffle cones come from where I'm from. We can move on now.
Hey, I know we talked about this last episode and I broke your heart. That a certain chicken chain is not based out of where they said they're based out of.
Yes, you're right. But as far as alternative milks go, I literally like reposted someone's TikTok on the Milktown Instagram the other day, and the caption said like, "Waiting in the alternative milk section so I can get a goth girlfriend" or something
Oh
along
my
those
God.
lines. So that being said, alternative milk serves a purpose.
It serves a purpose, it's just not real milk.
Alternative milk equals goth girlfriend, and that's what I've got for you.
Okay,
Everyone needs a BTGG.
Yes.
All right. Little interlude here. I'm probably gonna lose this, and you guys are gonna hate me. Cheetos or Goldfish?
Cheetos. But Cheetos Puffs.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, really?
Cheetos
Never mind. I guess we agree on that. Cherry prefers goldfish, and I'll never understand why.
Oh, also the Flamin' Hot Cheetos Puffs are probably the best invention ever.
They're very good.
Those
They're
are really good.
They're super addicting, man.
Those
That's
are really
nuts.
good.
I could like kill a whole big bag, and that's like not healthy.
Yeah, same.
I
It's
will
ridiculous.
say that the extra cheddar with the X flavor blasted goldfish get a very, very, very strong honorable mention.
Okay.
I have to say.
I mean, I'm not a goldfish fan except for the pretzel one, so
See, me either.
I don't
I tried
I'm
to
not
be.
feeling it.
So I used to coach Little League baseball,
Yeah.
and there was a kid on my team who, I'm not saying that as an incentive for these kids to do well, I would reward them with snacks, but this kid was really good at baseball. And every now and again, he would come through with some clutch moments, and I would be like, I'm going to buy you some snacks. What do you want? We're going to have to bleep his name.
I was about
didn't
to
even
say,
realize.
God damn it.
Sorry about that. Timestamp it.
Yep.
Wait, that doesn't. Wait, that doesn't matter. What was who?
Well,
who knows
We
who
don't want to
this
give
is?
away names of minors ever. Just
Yeah, no, and it's also like if someone knows me, it doesn't take much to find out where this kid is. You know what I mean? So, regardless, we'll bleep his name, but I would be like, "Hey, kid, what kind of snacks do you want?" He would say goldfish, and I tried to get into goldfish just so I could share a moment with one of my star players, and I can't do it, man.
Goldfish are good in tomato soup, though.
I
That
just
is
prefer the
fine.
regular like the oyster crackers.
Those are good too.
Yeah.
You
Well,
guys,
my
if you guys
mom's from New
familiar-
England, so like she's very peculiar about her chowders and seafood things.
You guys ever go to Skyline Chili out of Cincinnati?
Never. No.
They
No.
have the bombest of the bomb oyster crackers. It's so good. They're so good.
I did a tier list of fast food a couple months back, and Skyline popped up, and I was like, I don't even know what they serve. And like the number one menu item is chili mac, and I'm like, chili mac's not
Anyway.
even that good.
Oh no! You do not know.
Chili mac is not that good.
I will drive 4 hours to go to Skyline Chili. Like it's that good. And also, honestly, go to the frozen section in your grocery store and get the chili mac, the 3-way in a box from Skyline. It tastes just like it, and it may not look good, but there's something about it. It's like incredible. It's like sweet. They put like cinnamon and chocolate in their chili. It's really weird.
What the fuck? Okay.
It sounds preposterous, I know, but it's delicious.
How much
It's so
weed do I
good.
have to smoke before?
30 pounds. Just kidding. No,
You couldn't
dude,
do
I'll,
that.
I'll eat it. I'll
Free
eat it
weed.
straight sober. I'll eat straight sober.
I like that
It's
robo
good.
weed.
But yeah, it's another level, man. It's so good.
I was gonna bring up a couple things. One, since we're on the subject of food, we were at insert sandwich chain here, but not the main one that you're thinking. Kind of a secondary, lesser one. Anyway, I watched homie who was making the sandwich, had really nice tattoos, couple sleeves, and I asked, when I go to the sandwich shops, I ask for mayo. And it's always rough because you know how I am about. Okay, bye, Sonny.
I'm on mute for 1 second.
Okay.
I'm mute.
I guess I'll just be here by myself. But yeah, guys, I guess I'm talking to you now. I asked him for mayo on my sandwich, and I want to say that I'm proud, even if Sonny doesn't think to be proud of me, because I watched him put it all over my sandwich, and I still ate the sandwich for once. I was kind of sort of conquering my fear. Did I gag a little? Yeah, but whatever. It was all right. It was good. Other thing that I wanted to talk about, but I'll wait for Donut to pop back in because it has to do with Donut. Anyway, Sonny, I'm sorry to scar you like that for life.
Dude, yeah, you know.
I didn't know. Well, we had a whole conversation. I thought you could handle like talking about it. I didn't know you were gonna take off your headphones for that.
I don't want to hear you saying like, "Oh yeah, I got mayo slopped all over my bread." It's disgusting, man. Can't do it.
I'm
Can't
sorry.
do it.
I'm sorry. Oh, but you guys can talk about the Shadow Man. I just gotta sit there and fucking sit on my hands.
RJ told you not to look up the shadow.
That's
Man.
true.
I'm back. Sorry.
All
Sorry.
right.
It's okay.
Since Donut is back,
Yes.
it'll already be done by the time this comes out. But I'm still gonna say that I'm excited for Friday Night Frights this Friday
Oh yeah.
because it's one of those very special charity events that we're doing. We're doing it for GLAAD. Go to glad.org to figure out what they're about. They're
With one
advocates
D.
and defenders. Yeah, with one D.
GLAD.
That's right. Advocates and defenders for the LGBTQ community. And we're raising awareness. We're raising money for that. I'm excited. Sonny, we do these events once a month, and I would love to see a Sonny Says Stuff stream get added to the list.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think that'd be mad awesome.
I'll join you in Discord VC just like this if you want to play some like GeoGuessr.
We do kick it like that. So just saying, Sonny would be a pretty cool character to have, and we do them even when we're not doing the charity ones. We do it every Friday. So if you have the time, I know you're a busy man, but
This particular weekend I can't because I'm here now, but I'm gonna be away from my home dog sitting.
no,
So,
well, you're all good because, like I said, when this came out, the weekend you're talking about will have been done. We're already full up for that
Yes.
weekend. So
but
any of these other weekends, for the charity, yeah, it'll be a month out probably from there. But every Friday we do Friday Night Frights just as for fun, get the community together. So any of these Fridays, it'd be really cool. GeoGuessr would be a nice little change of pace too.
Be fun.
We don't have any GeoGuessr streamers, so it'd be pretty dope.
They're generally 90-minute slots, and there's slots that run from 11 a.m. all the way until like midnight. So there's plenty of space to find a slot to do it. But for this charity stream, that's this upcoming week that just passed, when this is posted, it's gonna be 2-hour slots.
Oh, fun. That's right.
Yeah.
I'm from 10 p.m. to 12.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Pulling up the end.
Yeah, well, I'm doing that because I know Fall Guys is popping off, and I want to play that with you guys. But also, I've promised a certain subset of people that I'd be playing Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3, and my Australian peeps will be awake for that. Again, this will come out after that, but still, I hope you guys enjoyed that stream. Wink, wink. It was great. Remember when I did the thing? Oh man, yeah, that thing. You know what
oh
I'm
my
talking
dude, when you
about.
did that thing, bro, I was like, nay. Any other brain busters that you've got for us? BlazedDonut420?
Yeah, hit us with those brain
Oh.
busters.
You want brain busters?
No, it sounded like you had a couple of notes. Was the last one on was it Cheetos or Goldfish?
No,
was
that was
the last
no.
one?
I just brought that up.
Oh, okay. Pretzel goldfish or pretzel combos.
Oh, I forgot about combos. Are you talking about combos like the name brand, like the one that they shove a fucking pepperoni pizza into one little bite?
Yeah.
I love those little shits.
The little silk cracker
Yeah.
or pretzel
I love
the
those
filling.
shits, bro. I love them so
That's-
much. They're
that's-
so
that's
good.
That's an S tier.
That
road
is
trip
an
snack.
up there snack.
And how dare you, Sonny, for saying no?
So when it comes to pretzels, I'm picky. And speaking of road trip snacks and pretzels, my brother and I discovered one that doesn't sound like it would be good, but it's actually really good. So you know the Snyder's like bits and pieces?
Yeah, the bites.
Yeah. So we get the buffalo flavored one, and then we get a package of like peppered beef jerky, and then we mix them together, and you take bites at the same time. Solid road trip snack.
Did you know that Cherry's dad makes his own beef jerky?
Yes, you
Yeah,
have talked about that.
I don't even fucking buy store bought anymore. Fuck it. No, nothing touches the beef jerky that man makes.
So
Yeah.
back
So fucking good.
6 years ago, I was living up in Wisconsin,
Mhm.
and I had a job driving a beer truck, a craft beer
There
truck.
you go. Yeah.
It's like a box truck, and I would go from our base in Menominee, and I would go all over the state. And every Monday, I would go up towards Hayward, so I'd be going north. I go straight through Monong, where Jack Link's is. So I would drive past where all the steer are for Jack Link's beef jerky, and they all be out at pasture and stuff when I drive by.
And you'd be like, look at all that food.
And I would usually, because I would go to the Quick Trip at the very beginning when I first leave the warehouse to fill up the gas tank, and I would always get snacks inside there, and I generally would get a bag of Jack Link's beef jerky. So it was really funny that I'd be driving by them and be like,
Did you ever like roll down the window and hold up the bag like, you know him?
like, "You're next."
That's fucked up.
Oh, that's terrible.
I guess we're
gonna get attacked.
an anti-vegan podcast. I'm sorry, vegans.
Okay, I'm gonna say
wait.
here.
Hold on. Before that, I have another question about it. Did you ever just pull over, open the back of your truck, and guide one of them inside? You know, so a little bit for the road. You know what I mean?
They were kind of far off the highway, so I didn't have space. I had so many kegs
That's true.
all
That's
up in the
facts.
back of there. I didn't
My
make it where I
cousin
put
used to drive beer trucks, so I'm a wee bit familiar.
it. Fun. I fucked my back up though.
Yeah, my back's
Sorry
fucked
to
up
hear
now.
that.
That's why I'm trying to get more in shape, just because my core is like not strong enough to support my fucking fat right now.
The muscle under my
So,
shoulder blade like never healed ever.
I'm gonna save a little face with some vegans here. So
Oh,
when I first moved to like the St. Louis area, I was seeing this girl and she was like half vegetarian kind of,
red flag,
but
Donkey Kong.
she
I'm
would
messing with you.
she would like recommend these restaurants to me that would be like entirely vegan menus. And
Soup Plantation.
I was really opposed to it for a while, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try it. I'm not like super picky when it comes to vegetables and stuff like that, so maybe I'll find something that's good. So we go to this restaurant. The name of it escapes me at this time, but I'm looking through the menu.
Wait.
and like
Do
it's
you mean escapes meat? Okay, go on. Sorry, I'm like full of them today.
so
Very punny.
this is it's like a brunch spot.
Okay.
So we're there for brunch. We have some alcoholic drinks back when I was still drinking. I mean, keep in mind, I haven't had alcohol since 2020, so it's been longer than that. I'm looking through the menu and I'm like, man, I just want something that I don't want cold food right now. And a lot of it was cold. But there was one menu item that really stuck out to me, and it was a banh mi. And I don't know how much you know about Vietnamese food. Banh mi is a type of Vietnamese sandwich. They're usually fucking awesome. So,
Oh no,
I
I said usually.
I order this banh mi, and the protein that's on it, what they're using for their protein, is something that I hadn't heard of, and I still don't know how to pronounce it. It's either seitan or seitan. And basically it's made from wheat germ. So basically if you think of like uncooked bread, but you whip the gluten out of it, or I guess not whip the gluten out of it, because if you whip it, it creates gluten strands, but it's like gluten-free wheat germ. And it's like really, it's kind of got the consistency of tofu, maybe a little thicker. And so this banh mi, it's got the seitan on it. It's glazed in like some sort of sauce, and then they had a mushroom pate. Usually pate is made with like liver of some sort. But this was a mushroom pate, and then it had like carrots and vegetables and peppers and like pickled cucumbers, like lime juice and stuff. And it was a really good banh mi, even though it didn't have the traditional makings of a banh mi on it. So vegans, if you have done one thing right, you have perfected mimicking a banh mi sandwich. And then the second thing I want to say is when we were talking about the steer and the Jack Link's factory, and Nate brought up, have you ever just like shepherded one into the back? I used to live in a rural part of my state, and my brother and I would spend a lot of time together, and we'd just okay. People in small towns will understand this. Big towns, not so much. If you have nothing to do and your population is less than 10,000, a lot of times you'll get into a vehicle and you'll just go somewhere. Doesn't really matter where. You're just taking roads, looking out for cool stuff. My brother and I did that a lot. A lot of times the goal was we're going to try to find some deer. We were driving around one day and it was cold outside, and I remember that because we had to get out of the truck at some point, but We were driving around and we're kind of like looking around for cool stuff. And to my right, I see it looks like a cow is frozen into a pond. Like it had been in the pond too long. Like maybe its legs had went numb and it like the water. It looked like the water had frozen around its legs, and we were like,
Oh no.
"Oh fuck!" So we pull over and we're like, "Oh shit!"
Is that ice cream?
I'm about to tell like a really endearing story.
Go ahead.
And you're like, "Is that ground beef?"
I said, is that ice cream? But
That's even better though. I love that.
Put it on ice, big guy.
Anyway, we pull over and this cow is like noticeably in peril. And we're like, fuck, we gotta do something about it. We noticed it. We can't just let it go.
Mm-hmm.
So like we surmised like, okay, this piece of land, there's probably a house attached to it over here because we kind of know the area. So let's drive over there, go knock on the door, maybe see if we can save this cow's life somehow. And so we drive up there, we find the house that's attached to the land, we're knocking on the door, no one answers. And we're like, son of a bitch. So we drive to the nearest gas station that's like a utility store out in the middle of nowhere. They have stuff like you can go in there and buy worms if you're short on worms and want to go fishing, like this kind of store. And we pull up and we're like, hey, I know this is a long shot. Do you guys have rope? And they're like, no, we don't have any rope. Your best bet is like 20 minutes that way. And we're like, fuck. So we drive back up to this cow and my brother's like, you know what? I've got a garden hose. Like, it's not much, but we might be able to make it work. And I was like, all right. So we hop this electric fence. We literally jog like 1.5 miles. We pull up on this cow, and it's not frozen into the water, but its legs had gotten numb. It had fallen on top of the frozen pond.
Oh.
And it couldn't get back up. And because it couldn't get back up, it sat on the ice for so long that it made its joints numb, and it just couldn't move at all.
Mm-hmm.
So we were like, son of a bitch, we got to figure out a way to get this cow out of here. So we walk out onto this ice, and we, both of us, we're not small guys. My brother's bigger than I am. I'm pretty strong. He was really strong at the time before he fucked his neck up. But we pushed this cow like 75 feet, and then we managed to get it to stand up and walk away. Okay. But it took like a solid 35-40 minutes of work because this is on ice, man. Yeah. So we were like slipping and sliding while we were trying to push, and like the ice was cracking underneath us, and we were like, oh fuck.
Scary.
So but yeah, we managed to get this cow back up, and it like stood up and went to run away, and then like turned back, walked back to us like all somber, and was like rubbing its head against us, and I was like, you know what? You just made it all worth it with that little gesture of affection.
Yeah, don't mention it, buddy.
But we were like covered in cow shit and fucking muddy water, and we were just like, man, that's a cute cow.
That is cute.
Oh man.
So yeah, that was my story that I had. You're shepherding the cow into the back of the truck reminded me of that. We actually used to joke about going back to that farmer and just being like, we would like to buy this cow from you and just keep it in his backyard.
It's a little family cow.
God damn.
Dude, that cow literally was a fucking cutie. Like it was all brown with a white face.
Oh, dude.
That's adorable.
That's a meat cow.
Yeah, super cute cow.
Now I don't want to think of it that way because you put in all that fucking effort to save it, and you're over here like, oh, man, I could go for some Jack's Links. Yeah, God damn it, Donut.
Okay, well, the truth of the matter is it would have eventually been food because it is livestock.
Dude, yeah, you got me thinking about it.
Would have
like,
been sad.
Shout out a cow that you saved at some point. Now this is fucked up.
Well, okay, if it makes you feel better, that cow was most likely dead by now.
Yeah, it was that long ago. It's probably dead.
Yeah, no, I mean, I was like 19. I'm 26 now, so 7 years ago. You think the lifespan of livestock is that
7 years
long?
ago, I was still not eating steak because my mom always made it well done, and it was fucking boot leather texture, and I don't fuck with that.
Oh.
I moved out here, and Sherry was like, hey, you ever had it medium rare? Well, you're going to have it medium rare in this house because my dad's not having it. And I'm like, and it was really good. Now steak's like my favorite thing ever. I didn't know you could have it
Isn't it
anything
great?
well done.
Oh yeah.
Because my mom never told me that. She's like, well, that's bloody and uncooked, and I'm like, okay.
No, it's not. It's not even blood.
It's not.
No, it's not. And now I get it medium rare, and my mom's like, you're gross, and I'm like, yeah, but I'm happy. Mm.
Oh, your mom would hate me. I go Pittsburgh rare.
Ooh.
What is that, like blue rare?
Yeah, where they heavily char the outside of it, but the inside's pretty much raw.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's so good. It's so good,
Yeah,
especially with like a really good cut.
Mhm.
Oh, nothing better.
I definitely lean
I
towards the
agree.
more raw side than the more cooked side. Like a medium rare is like as far as I'll go.
Yeah,
They
no,
are backwards.
mid rare is it. But I have this theory that if you like well done steak, you don't like steak, you like hamburgers, and you should order a hamburger.
That's right. Yeah.
You're better off getting a hamburger steak at that point because it's gonna be more tender.
Oh, can I tell a story about a diner incident?
Yes, can I just say really quick, I'm super glad that you said hamburger steak because not a lot of people know what a hamburger steak is, and I fuck with them. So thank you.
Pretty good, especially if you put some like nice brown gravy on top of it.
Dude, yeah, a hamburger steak, like that's the cheapest like comfort food meal I can think of, and it's so good.
My
But
wife's
please,
allergic to
Nate,
beef.
You'd be surprised how
I'm
relevant
fine.
that is to the story I'm about to tell.
please tell your story.
So insert diner here. It's my mom, my brother, and I. We're a lot younger. She orders a steak at this said diner, and the lady comes back with like basically a cheeseburger, like a hamburger, like it's a hamburger patty and not a steak. And it wasn't anything. It wasn't a hamburger steak. Like no. My mom ordered a specific like steak. Not that it matters because she likes well done, right? So she ended up with like a hamburger looking thing, and she's like, well, there's no way I'm paying for this because my mom can kind of be like that at restaurants sometimes. Sorry, Mom. You don't fucking listen to this anyway. But maybe you should. Anyway, my mom gets so pissed. She leaves no tip for the waitress. And this is like way back. So, you know. And I remember she was... I don't know. I was too young to comprehend that. I wasn't thinking that. I didn't even know what a tip was, dude. Anyway, she was like, fuck this place. We're out of here. She's like, take the cups. So we took the cups. She said, fuck it. Take all their jelly, too. And I'm a kid, so I'm like, fuck yeah. Eating jelly in the car. Took all the jelly from the table. We took, like, the cups. We took all kinds of shit. And for, like, years, we had these soda-branded cups in our cupboard that we stole from this diner. And... I'll never forget that. That's the end of the story.
What a perfect example of spite.
So, Nate, I know that you come from an area where this chain exists, and I'm going to say him by name because I genuinely love the place, but Black Bear Diner.
Yes.
Oh
my God, we were just there. We were just there like a couple days ago.
I'm having it tomorrow. My boss is treating us at work.
It's
so.
it's always something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Always.
So, Blaze Donut, you're too far east for Black Bear Diner.
Bummer.
Black Bear Diner is a chain restaurant, but for some reason, they just do it right. Everything they do is fucking phenomenal. And they have their own sauces that they make. One is the steak sauce, one is the black pepper sauce.
Yes!
They have one that's like a chipotle sauce,
Yes!
and one's a
Oh my
habanero
God.
sauce.
It all
The
slaps.
black pepper sauce and their steak sauce combined are
slaps.
like my favorite flavor combination of all time, but they don't sell their sauces anywhere.
Nope.
And every time I go, I'm like, I wish I had a purse so I could steal these fucking sauces.
They're next level. I don't know. Yeah, well, first of all, newspaper menus. You can't go wrong with that.
It's true.
Their menus are just literally newspapers, and it's great. It's like newsprint. It's great.
Fun.
As a graphic design degree having person, to see something in print that is so well executed, since everything's digital now, really brings me joy.
It's true.
Do either of you? I don't know where their area of locations are. I know there's some in Wisconsin and some in Minnesota, so it might not be anywhere near you guys at all.
Mhm.
But have you ever heard of Grizzlies?
Mm-mm.
So good. Oh my God. It sounds a lot like that
I was
Black
about
Bear
to say,
Diner
why do
I'm
they
talking about.
sound like very similar?
But it's Grizzlies is a wood fire grill.
Okay.
So it's like rotisserie chickens,
Ooh.
really good cuts of steak, Really good things like pot pie and like meat pocket things and
I
stuff like that. It's really good.
I never brought this up in an episode
Oh,
that I
fuck,
remember.
that looks awesome.
Yeah. It slaps for sure.
Yeah. I never brought it up
Me-
in an episode, but have you guys heard of fry sauce? Do you know what fry sauce is?
Yes, and fuck
Yes.
fry sauce.
Whoa, whoa.
Isn't the TikTok pink sauce? Isn't that technically fry sauce?
I guess so. Okay, yeah. It's a big Utah thing. I'd never, in California, we just fucking, like, people just mixed it. Nobody called it anything. Here, in Utah, it's a big fucking deal. They are like fry sauce fanatics out here.
It's kind of sort of like Thousand Island, isn't it? Without the relish in it.
It's
So
literally
kinda-
just,
Kind of like mayo, ketchup, and
or
mustard
mayo
mixed
barbecue
together.
sauce.
Okay.
It's mayo with another.
That's why you're
superior
saying
sauce.
fuck it. I totally forgot I had mayo for like 2 seconds. I'm like, why is he so oh, yeah. So very big deal here. Even like the Black Bear, even though other locations might not have it, like you get fry sauce. If there's fries in a place, you're getting fry sauce. They don't ask you. They just fucking throw that shit on the table. That might
We
make
have-
Sonny super upset, but
We have a burger chain. There's only I think there's only 3 total locations.
Sonny
But
looks
it's called Jack Brown's Burger Bar.
oh yeah.
And it's like gourmet smash style burgers.
Mhm.
They're really, really, really good, and they have rotating array of beer. Like their beer selection is like 450 different beers to choose from.
How the
And
fuck
you-
do you manage that? Yeah, that's a whole
It's-
lot.
It's intense. They have a bunch of coolers, and like it's all cans. It's like cans.
I was about to say, is it cans? Because on tap, that's not happening. yeah,
no, that's not feasible.
Yeah, that's too much gas.
in
to
one
supply
plate, yeah.
that for the fountain. Okay, but
And you
yes,
get-
continue.
And you get these sheets of paper that have like grid lines on it, and it's numbered like 1 through 250, and it's like on both sides of the paper. And what you do is you they keep it for you, and as you go, every time you go, you get your paper back from them. Like they pull it out of like a filing cabinet, and if you drink 250 different types of beer, like different beers, then you get like one of those beer work shirts, like the button ups with the 2 breast pockets and the collar. And, like,
That's really cool, actually.
Kind of like a bowling shirt, kind of
Very
sort of,
cool.
but one of those work shirts.
Was
you
this like
get one of
Algebra
those.
1?
And they also they have Jack Brown sauce, which
Huh.
is, I'm assuming they're like, it's for your fries. So from your description, it's literally fry sauce.
Yeah.
And but a little more dill, a little more like if you took fries, like the fry sauce you're used to,
Mhm.
just basically throw some like basically just ground up pickles.
That's why
into
I'm
it.
saying, like, in Utah, they make it a very specific big deal. Other places have it, we just don't call it anything. Like that's weird that, like, here, that was, like, the first thing I learned about was the fry sauce and the Mormons, baby. The fry sauce and the Mormons. No, that's not the name of the episode. I already wrote down the name of the episode. Nobody gets a say. We'll learn about it
I
later.
was literally just thinking that would be a great title for the episode. Nate, so I also want to say we should just take the show live, go up to Minnesota, try this Grizzlies wood fire grill because the pictures look awesome.
Mhm.
And that's it. That's the whole reason I want to take it live.
You should go to Superior, Wisconsin.
Is that near the lake of the same name?
It's in the Schwamigan Delta, which
Bless you.
is which is an outlet of Lake Superior.
Okay.
So you will see Lake Superior there. But yeah, it's right on the border. It's at the very, very top of the states. It's right on the border of Minnesota and Wisconsin. There's actually a bridge that goes across the river, across the Mississippi River, as a matter of fact. It's the very top of the Mississippi in America. And one side's Duluth, Minnesota, and the other side is Superior, Wisconsin.
Huh.
And there is a Grizzlies location there.
So are you
Interesting
referring
place
to
for
like
location.
across the river? Is that the UP, the Upper Peninsula?
The Upper Peninsula is in Michigan.
Oh, my bad.
But if you went all the way east from Superior and keep going east, you'll get to like Hurley, Wisconsin, and that is right. If you go like down one road, like I wasn't legal. I wasn't licensed to drive a box truck outside of the state of Wisconsin.
Mm.
So this was like a panic attack inducing thing. It was my first day servicing the Hurley area, and I went down the wrong road, and it was a one-way road.
No.
Fun fact, real quick, little tangent. Hurley has the highest concentration of strip clubs in in this country. Yeah.
Can I tangent off that?
Sure.
Salt Lake City, Utah, highest number of plastic surgeons per capita.
That's fun.
I didn't understand it, but then I started to understand Mormon culture.
And that's what they call a fun fact.
I'm going to have to clip that for later. Clip Donut going a fun fact and fucking throwing that in everywhere I can in the editing.
Well, the best part is the green screen, so you can put it anywhere.
That's true. Select you right out of there. Can I talk about Funko Pops? Is it okay if I talk about Funko Pops for a minute?
Real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
Drove down the one-way street the wrong way. I was going the right way down the one-way street, but it was the wrong way in relation to my life at the time, and I ended up in the UP, and I can't understand anything anybody said to me. Like, hey, how do I get back to Hurley? Oh yeah, you want to go down that road over there,
On the
and then you go
roof,
to the left,
up
and then
in
you go there,
Minnesota.
and you go there,
Yeah.
back there. It's like,
Oh, you gotta go down the road.
was that a left? Did you say left?
You gotta go back down by the road.
Our country has so
continue.
many accents. Anyway,
Funko Pops.
if ever there was a time for my mom to start watching this, it's fucking this episode. So, I used to be an avid collector of Funko Pops. And, Sonny, why are you looking at me like that?
I needs mom.
Anyway, I had a huge collection back in California. I left it behind to be with Cherry. That, and I threw away all my magic cards. We could talk about that later. Well, we've talked about that before, rather. I can talk to you guys about it way later. Anyway, my Funko Pops are not thrown away. They are in a storage bin, and every year for my birthday and Christmas, since I've been out here, my family goes, what do you want? And I go, my fucking Funko Pops, please. Don't buy me anything else. They keep buying me shit. I don't want them to buy me shit. I want my Funko Pops back. I used to be the guy who never took them out of the box, but I've learned to, and today's Funko Pop is, this is fake Crash Bandicoot.
Wait, what? Is this a segment?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. It was just in my face, and I was like, this would be a cool segment. Pick a Funko Pop every day and talk a little bit about it. So, fake Crash is cool because you have to 105% Crash Bandicoot 3 for him to show up, and he shows up in the first level on the side by a tent, and he's doing a little dance. Fake Crash's design is based off of a Japanese knockoff toy plushie of Crash Bandicoot, exclusive to Japan, where they fucked up his teeth like this, and the devs are like, fuck it, we're gonna put it in the game. And that's fake Crash.
That's fun.
That's your Funko
That is
Pop
fun.
of the day, everybody.
No, that's a fun fact.
Okay, Nate, here's where you test your skills. Select donut out, and then rainbow across the screen like the more you know.
You're fucking
But
me up.
it's a fun fact.
And that's a fact.
So that Crash Bandicoot pop, it's an actual Funko Pop, right?
Correct, yeah. By fake Crash,
Is
I don't
it-
mean the Funko is fake. I mean fake Crash is the name of the character. This is a real
Is
Funko
it-
Pop.
Is it where'd it come from? Like where'd you buy it from?
So I got
Is
this for Christmas, I think it was, from a friend of mine who lives out here. I actually have this already at home, but I'm trying to rebuild my collection because they won't send me my fucking collection. I have all of the Crash Bandicoot ones. Crash, Coco, Aku Aku, Biker Crash, Scuba Crash, all the Crashes. Anyway,
But is it like an exclusive one? Like is there a sticker on the front of the box that says like Walmart exclusive or Hot Topic exclusive?
I thought this was
or
a
something like
GameStop
that?
exclusive, but I can't recall.
Okay.
I have the
Is
box
that-
version of this in California, so this one's unboxed. Most of my stuff's unboxed here because I don't have room for boxes right now.
It is
That's
a
where
GameStop
all-
exclusive.
That's where
Oh,
all the
that's right.
value in Funko Pops are.
The exclusive
That's
guys, yeah. The Target
All
exclusives.
the value.
I have New Day from WWE, the tag team. I have them that my mom bought me on a whim. She was like, "Hey, I saw these at Target or some store, I think it was a Target." She said, "These are exclusives. Here you go." No reason. It wasn't a holiday or anything. That's like one of the best surprises I ever got. I was like, yo, fucking sweet.
Fun.
Um,
I don't have a whole lot of Funko Pops. I had access to a lot of them for a little bit.
There you
I used to manage a comic book store's
Mhm.
backstock warehouse.
Very
So my
cool.
day job was I would drive to this warehouse where I had my own set of keys to it.
Mhm.
I would unlock it and go inside, and I'd be the only one there. And there'd be all these millions of comic books,
Mhm.
graphic novels, old like Care Bear vinyls from like the 80s, and bootleg DVDs, and just random memorabilia like an actual used prop Freddy Krueger glove. He had one of those,
Fire.
and he had the first issue of Superman
Jesus.
ever.
Did he
And
get it?
Action Comics.
Did he get
Yeah.
it? Did he get it rated? Like, was it in the case
Yeah,
with
it
the
was-
rating? Holy
it was
shit!
it was framed in
Oh,
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
glass frame thing.
Very fucking
And
cool.
he had probably 500 different Funkos in there.
I believe it.
And my job was putting shit onto eBay and Amazon
Oh,
onto his
okay.
store. So I'd make all the postings on there. So and then if someone bought something, I would check it and I would box it up. Like I'd build the box. Like it would be like a flat piece, and I'd just build it into the box.
Mhm.
And I'd pack it in there all with like bubble wrap and tape the fuck out of it. Then I would go to the post office and ship them off for them. And I was able to get a couple really cool ones. I got venomized Spider Gwen.
Nice. That's it. That is a cool one. Very cool.
That was a fun one. I got Morty from Rick and Morty holding the Mega Seeds.
Also
Okay.
cool.
I got Rick holding the portal gun. Like it was like the first Rick they released
Mhm.
from Funko. And then I have the Deadpool where he's in his normal costume holding the two katanas. And then we got a really, really random obscure one. I'm pretty sure I have the flocked the cat from Captain Marvel.
Okay.
Goose.
Mhm.
Cat Goose. Yeah, the
That's cool.
it's on the outside of it's flocked, so it's like kind of
It's
fuzzy.
fuzzy.
Yeah.
So I had a similar hookup situation with my local game store where I didn't put on any online postings. I managed his social media for him.
Fun.
And he's like, well, I could pay you, you know. I'm like, dude, like, I already play your Friday Night Magic here. I don't want to take any money from your business. I noticed your Funko Pops aren't selling. Slide me some Funko Pops. We'll call it good. So I would just get all this fucking... I have like 2 versions of Poison Ivy. I fucking love Funko Pops is all I'm trying to say.
Yeah, they're fun.
At a WWE
Oh.
event, Monday Night Raw, I was in line and I saw an Alexa Bliss Funko Pop that I really wanted. Had like the glove and everything or whatever it was. And this little girl comes in front of me and fucking buys it. And as much as I want to cuss out this fucking little girl, she's a little girl. She wants her fucking Alexa Bliss toy. You know, the women weren't as awesome as they are now. Or I shouldn't say that. They were awesome. They weren't given as many opportunities as they are now in wrestling. So I kind of just waved it off and then I bought it off eBay for like mad cheaper probably. But like, I fucking love Funko Pops, man.
You should have snuck out behind her and just pushed her to the ground and take it.
That's awful.
I just sold a bunch of Funkos the other day.
I heard. Yeah, you were telling me.
Yeah, I had I got a bad deal. I was on Facebook Marketplace a couple years ago, and this guy was selling. It looked like someone who was offloading their entire lot. Like, yeah, I don't want to collect anymore. I just want them out. I'll take whatever. And I was like, all right, yeah, like I'll give you. I was like, this is what I want from your collection because he was willing to split them up. I was like, this is what I want, and I'll meet you at whatever price you say if you're willing to split them up. And he was like, okay. So I had a friend go and pick him up because he lived in the town that this guy also lived in.
Mhm.
And then he brought him to me, and it was none of the pops that I wanted except for like save maybe. How many did I save down there? Like 6 pops.
Okay.
There's 2 Stranger Things pops, 3 Batman the Animated Series pops.
Fun.
And then one more like really random one I don't remember, but the rest were all from the Justice League movie that flopped.
Oh yeah.
And I had these things on me for so long, and I was like, I don't even want to display these. I can't stand the Justice League movie.
Did you hear that they're done with the Snyderverse? So like all the Zack Snyder shit, they're over him, and I'm like, good. So am I.
There should have never been a Snyderverse.
No.
That guy's a shitty director.
Yeah, fucking imagine Batman picking up a gun and fucking shooting people. Like,
are they
fuck, man? Like that shit's weird. Anyway.
Are they still doing that Ezra Miller Flash movie?
They are releasing it.
How have they not dropped him?
They dropped them, but they are releasing the movie. No, it's all good. Ezra Miller's being a real piece of shit, but I'm still, there might be people that'll be like, it's them, and I'm just gonna. Yeah.
Demi Lovato's in that box for me too. Demi Lovato's also high in that box for me.
Ezra Miller has not earned the respect to be correctly pronounced, in my opinion.
Ooh, whoa. Hot topic. How do you feel?
Coming as someone who shares the same pronouns as he prefers.
That's facts.
I'm like, come on, man. Let me respect you, and then I'll be able to, put you on an even footing as myself.
Okay, how do you feel about Demi Lovato in that case?
I feel bad for her because she is suffering from addiction. She's
a lot.
Heroin.
Yeah, there's that.
So.
That's facts too. Ooh.
I feel like that clouds a lot of judgment for a lot of people in her shoes. So I mean, you gotta still be accountable for your actions.
For sure.
Like regardless, like I understand Will Smith was upset about his wife or whatever, but that doesn't mean he had the right to go up and assault and batter somebody.
That's facts too.
Yeah, I understand you're really upset and felt like you had to defend your people, but
you know what made me not upset?
What?
I got HBO Max recently. Obviously,
Incredible.
as you know, Teen Titans is on there. Guess who's been fucking watching Teen Titans? Oh, it's so good. It's so fucking good.
It's so nostalgic. I love it.
It's so good.
And I never knew how accurate it was to actual already published comics. Like the whole arc with Terra and Deathstroke and all that. Yeah. It's like that literally was taken like directly like panel for panel from the comic. I had no idea. I thought it was all original stories.
I had no idea that Slade was introduced so early.
Right?
Episode 1.
Like, yeah.
I thought he was like a big bad for like a future season. No. Episode 1. Slade is sitting here fucking scouting people to go destroy the Titans. I'm like, yo.
Yeah, in their early episodes of the first season, wasn't it like he's only has like maybe like 2 minutes of screen
time? He's in the background. He's like standing and posturing. Real. He's very much the
shadowy,
the Darth Vader or
shadowing,
or I should say the Fire Lord Ozai of his universe, standing and posturing. That guy must be real bad, but like just putting him on hold for a while.
This music sounds like this guy's important.
Yeah. I haven't gotten through many episodes because I keep watching them before I go to bed. I don't want to miss any of the content, so I'm only on like episode 3. But so much fun to rewatch again. Stuff I do fall asleep to: Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. I still know those episodes by heart. Very good show. A lot of Cartoon Network shit on there, man. A lot.
I loved Hoss Delgado and Billy and Mandy. And how he's
Who
literally
was his voice actor? I know his voice.
Diedrich Bader.
Yes. Yep. Yes.
Yeah. My favorite Hoss Delgado scene is whenever he's lounging on the lawn chair and what's her name? It's not Eden. She has the Chaos Apple.
That's
Eris.
Eris. She comes up and throws that axe in his fucking forehead, and he just goes, "I take it you're upset."
Yeah.
I take it you're upset.
And that makes me crack up because, man, they got away with that shit in the early 2000s.
And the fact that he's an analog of Ash from The Evil Dead.
Yes.
I love it. He's like Ash and Snake Plissken put together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. There's a meme on Milktown's Instagram page of Hoss Delgado.
Is there? Did I miss that one? I feel like I definitely liked it.
It's the Nobody's Born Cool except
I saw it.
And then it's us.
I remember. I also, do you guys know who Billy's voice actor is? Because I can't imagine the pain on the voice.
Yeah, I do, because it's his actual voice. It's Stephen Horvitz.
That's how he talks, for real?
Yeah. Have
Okay,
you-
so no, I've never seen like backstage or. I just sounds like it
People
would hurt
emphatic.
unless it was your natural voice, kind of like a Gilbert Godfrey type.
Yeah, no, that's his natural voice. Like, have you
Wow.
ever seen Angry Beavers?
Yeah, I have.
He was Daggett in Angry Beavers. He was
That checks out.
he was Zim in Invader Zim.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, I do know. Oh man,
Oh,
Invader
it's
Zim,
like-
good show, creator.
It's
I have
like
nothing against
discovering
the
all the
creator,
roles
but-
Billy West did.
Yeah.
You know? How he's Fry and he's Doug and he's yeah, it's like you never see it. Or even Mark Hamill. Like Mark
Mark
Hamill.
Mark
Mark
Hamill's
Hamill.
voice
He's
acted
so
in
many
tons of
things.
things that I had no idea.
Exactly. There was something
Mark-
he did really recently that was like
he was Fire
no
Lord
way.
Ozai.
I know, and when I
God.
found that out, I damn near lost it. I was like, wow, wow.
Time
So,
is a
it's-
flat circle.
So it's funny that you guys bring up Mark Hamill. I watched a movie a couple years back. I don't know if anyone watched it, but Spotify's ad campaigns got to me, and I broke down and watched it. There used to be, back in like 2018, if you didn't have Spotify Premium, like every 6 seconds, you'd get a fucking ad that was like, experience the childlike wonder of Brigsby Bear.
I remember that.
Mark,
Yep.
wasn't it?
And I was like, what the fuck is Brigsby Bear? So I look it up. It's a movie that was made by so did you ever seen the YouTube channel Good Neighbor Stuff?
Mm-mm.
So it's Kyle Mooney, it's Beck Bennett, and I am so sorry to the guy that actually wrote the movie, but I don't remember his name. But they all had a YouTube channel called Good Neighbor Stuff. Beck and
Love
Kyle
those
went on
guys.
to SNL.
I love their good neighbor stuff in SNL. Like it's just the comedic timing is so fucking perfect. I love
Yeah,
it.
it's really good. But they wrote this movie. It's called Brigsby Bear, and Brigsby Bear is about it's a full-grown man who was raised by like cultists, and he grew up in like a bomb shelter. The police find him, and he's exposed to the real world. And the only media he's ever seen is a show that was it was called Brigsby Bear, and I'm pretty sure it was propaganda for the cult. But it's just like, it's a really sweet tale about like, and Kyle Mooney is the kid grown up, and he plays that weird character so well. And it's just a really sweet and heartfelt movie, and it genuinely made me cry. And I
Aw.
was like, this movie fucking rules, and everyone's gonna shit on it because of the Spotify ad campaign.
It's got a 7.3 out of 10 on IMDb right now.
That is
And
not bad.
Mark Hamill was in it. He was the voice of Brigsby Bear, which is why I bring that up.
I think he's also in it
Yes,
as well.
he is in it as well.
You know what made me cry? And this is gonna sound like a way lesser thing, but I was thinking about it when Soul Calibur 6 came out. I bought the collector's edition, and you got to remember, I was working minimum wage before it went up at like an Italian restaurant part time, so I had to say, and this thing was like $250 for the whole like bundle. I saved up all my tips, like my whole check. When I got that box, man, I came home and I had a solid cry over it. I didn't watch any of like the game trailers. I kind of watched the character reveals. Didn't realize Paul St. Peter was the fucking announcer voice for this game, who was Xemnas from Kingdom Hearts, if you didn't know that.
Mhm.
When I heard Soul Calibur 6, I was like, what the fuck? That made me really cry. I thought I was crying before. No. Oh, I fucking love that guy's voice so much.
Want to hear something funny
Oh.
about Brigsby Bear?
What?
Yes.
So Mark Hamill's character's name is Ted, and he plays a teddy bear, Brigsby Bear.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the movie Ted, about a teddy bear named Ted.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as Ted is concerned, not the character, the movie, I really hoped it would reinvigorate people's interest in Flash Gordon, because the movie from the 80s is fucking awesome.
Yeah. I love that 80s stuff. Like,
And correct me if I'm wrong, didn't Queen do the fucking soundtrack for that movie?
Flash Gordon?
Yeah, because they also did Highlander, and I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure they did Flash
Imagine
Gordon.
Queen doing your fucking soundtrack.
Yeah, they did the Flash Gordon song, the Flash.
Ah! Yeah, fire. So good. That movie fucking rules. You gotta stop Ming, dude. But yeah, I
Save every one of us.
I think I've mentioned this. I just legit love 80s movies. Mainly because I feel like that was the last time people were really into just trying weird shit.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I like Brigsby Bear as much as I did, because it's pretty weird considering what's coming out now. Like my favorite movie, and I've told this to Nate, is Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah, we still gotta watch that together. I was gonna watch it alone, but then I was like, I kind of want to wait, have the experience with you, man.
Dude, it's such a fucking weird acid trip of a movie, and I got reminded the other day because I watched John Carpenter's Vampires, and I was like, God, I just love John Carpenter. But yeah, Big Trouble in Little China. It's about a trucker who gets caught in a gambling debt, essentially, and then has to go through like a kung fu fantasy dungeon, and it's
So
awesome.
So good.
So 80s movies. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, in Flash Gordon, credits for music. Howard Blake did the orchestral score, and Queen is credited with music by.
Nice.
So yeah.
Late 80s movie Heathers. Have you seen Heathers?
I haven't seen Heathers.
I enjoy Heathers a lot.
What's his face? Christian Slater.
Yep.
Classic Christian Slater vehicle.
Yeah.
Good movie.
I do like Christian Slater. Have you seen Gleaming the Cube?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Gleaming the Cube rules.
Heathers, great movie. Really banger musical too. Then they came out with that fucking reboot. Didn't see it. Wasn't interested.
That was like a TV show reboot, right?
Yeah, and the trailer came out and it was. I don't know how they missed the point of like I don't know, they like took out the whole 80s vibe, set it in present day. That's not the kind of movie you can do that with. I don't feel like. Because modern day Heathers is now kind of, I'm not gonna go too much into it, but it's kind of American high school reality. I'm gonna leave it at that. It's really sad. You really need to set that movie in the 80s if you're gonna do a reboot. Even if
you lose so much of like the actual
charm,
depth.
the croquet, just the little stuff, man. But anyway, hope they never try to reboot it again. What's her face? The actress in that movie.
Winona Ryder.
Yeah, my fucking woman crush for life. Are you fucking kidding me?
And you won't watch Stranger Things?
No context. Is she in it?
Yeah, she's Joyce Myers.
She's a major character. Yeah. Wait, Nate, would you say you like 80s content?
Yeah.
The 80s?
Well, yeah, the music.
What are you doing not watching Stranger Things?
I've just been
it's like
busy,
literally
man.
the 80s.
Yeah,
it's so good.
I didn't think about it. I'm sorry.
The only thing I'll say about Stranger Things is someone brought it up too. I saw it making the rounds on social media. It should be more brown. Like there was a lot of brown stuff in the 80s and ashtrays. You don't see as many ashtrays in Stranger Things.
The brown thing, that's more late 70s. I feel that's like browns and oranges and mustard yellows.
Yeah, but you got to think about it.
late
So
70s.
this is small town Indiana in the 80s. So this is before the internet, and this is like before really cable was super popular. So like these smaller towns, they move slower. So it should be more brown realistically.
Just look at Napoleon Dynamite.
I fucking love Napoleon Dynamite.
Solid.
Did you ever hear the theory that they're all dead?
No.
Napoleon Dynamite? No.
Yeah, you notice all the flies that are everywhere?
Huh.
There's a whole like deep dive thing.
I never thought about it. Speaking of flies, Lord of the Flies, have you guys seen that movie or read that book or both?
Yep.
Fucked up book, fucked up movie. I mean, it really speaks to human nature ish. Fucked up book and fucked up movie though.
You know, it's a fucked up but great movie.
What do
They
you got?
Live.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna see The Lovely Bones.
Another
Dude,
John
I
Carpenter
will throw
movie.
you out of a window.
I love John Carpenter.
Don't
Oh,
talk
yeah.
about
And
The Lovely Bones.
that's Rowdy Roddy Piper, Nate.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He's here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and he's all out of bubblegum.
You know, Roddy Piper made it into Saints Row 4 DLC.
That doesn't surprise me.
And Keith David.
Rest in peace.
Yeah,
Keith David was also the voice of the main antagonist of the first and second game, so it doesn't surprise me either. They
And
brought
a
it
little
back.
fun fact about it. You guys familiar with South Park? Have you seen a lot of South Park?
Yeah, I've seen
Yes.
enough of it. Yeah.
Do you ever see the episode where they first introduced Jimmy
No.
Yes.
and they're doing Boy Scouts and stuff?
Mhm.
And he tries to get him to put the hat on. He tries to make Timmy put the hat on. They put the fucking
Yes.
hat on. That's a shot-for-shot remake of the fight from They Live, when Roddy Piper tries to get Keith David to put the sunglasses on.
Oh, I never even
Wait,
realized
is
that.
Keith
Didn't
David in
register.
that movie too?
Yeah,
Like,
Keith David's in that movie.
Keith
Young
David.
Keith David.
one of the main characters, yeah. Roddy
This is
So
Piper.
like-
I need you to write me a list first of all the shit I'm missing out on, because clearly,
The Thing.
Wait, have you not seen They Live?
no. You
Do
guys
you
need
know
to write
anything
me.
about it?
No, I don't know shit.
It's about this guy, a drifter. He finds a pair of sunglasses, and when he puts the sunglasses on, he sees the world for what it truly is. So he looks up at billboards, like he sees a Coca-Cola billboard of like a beautiful woman drinking a bottle of Coke. He puts sunglasses on, and it says "consume," and like
That's
another
fucked up.
billboard says "obey."
But there's also like
Is that when
there's
Saints Row gets in?
demons.
Could be.
But yeah, John Carpenter and Keith David. Keith David was also in The Thing, like when he was very young. If you haven't
Yeah.
seen The Thing all the way through, that's one of my fucking favorite movies as well. Oh God, I had something else to say. Okay, going back to Napoleon Dynamite, Jared and Jerusha Hess directed Napoleon Dynamite. They
Yes.
made another movie a couple years later. Not many people know about it. I think it's really funny. My brother and I love it a lot. It's called Gentlemen Broncos.
Is that the one with
It's-
Jermaine Clement in it?
It does have Jermaine Clement in it.
Yeah.
It also has Michael Angarano from Sky High.
Oh
He
yeah.
is in it.
I love Sky High.
Sky
Sky High's
High
so good.
Featuring my favorite person, Nicholas Braun. old Greg the Egg.
Oh yeah, Succession.
Oh my God, Succession.
So,
Oh.
Gentlemen Broncos is one of my favorite stories that's ever been put to film because it's so fucking ridiculous. Michael Angarano is in high school and he writes science fiction stories, and he goes to like a science fiction competition where if your story is selected, it gets published by the same publisher that Jermaine Clement, his character, Dr. Ronald Chevalier, he writes science fiction novels for. But Chevalier steals his story and passes it off as his own. And then it's so fucking funny. And Jennifer Coolidge is in it. For people, all my Jennifer Coolidge stands, makes me want a hot dog real bad. Love Jennifer Coolidge. But yeah, if you haven't seen anyone who's listening, if you haven't seen Gentlemen Broncos, please go check it out. It's fucking funny.
Also, it's featuring Son Goku.
Are
you talking
wait,
about
no,
Sean?
No, what's his name? Chapman?
Oh yeah, that's right. It wasn't Michael Angarano. It was Justin Chatwin. That's what it was.
Yeah, no, he wasn't. Yeah, Chatwin was Goku. Angarano was not Goku.
I get them
And
mixed up in my head sometimes.
This is the Dragon Ball Evolution movie that came out in like
Oh, you're talking about
It's like-
that.
It's like Bill Paxton and Bill Pullman. They're the same.
You said
guy.
Goku, and I'm like Sean.
Whoa. Bill Paxton and Bill Pullman are not the same guy.
Or,
Bill Paxton, Twister. Bill Pullman, Casper,
Or-
different.
Billy Crudup and Billy Connolly. Tell me which one's which. You won't know.
I don't even know who. Wait, hold on. Billy Connolly. Why does that sound familiar? I know Billy Crudup.
You ever seen Boondock Saints?
Yes.
Their dad that gets busted out of prison. Like
Yeah, that's who I
he's
thought it
scared
was.
of him. Yeah, that's him.
That's who I thought it was. Yeah, they're nothing alike. Billy Crudup.
Oh.
Billy Crudup was Dr. Manhattan.
It's just the names. It's just the names.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like
I
Bill
thought you were
Paxton,
saying
Bill Pullman,
they look
Billy
similar. I
Crudup.
was like,
Yeah.
okay, fair enough.
No, they look nothing like each other.
Someone
both,
brought up
both sets. Yeah.
Someone brought up Sky High, and that made me think of Spy Kids, and that made me think of Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
You know what Sky High and Starship Troopers have in common?
What's that?
They're the two best examples of fascism and why
Ooh.
fascism's bad. Because if you look at it, they're perfect examples of fascist propaganda.
Because everyone has a role.
And everyone is like it's classism.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of it's like it's built on like fascist principles. Same way as in sorry to get political. Just trying to keep it as abstract as possible. I don't care what people believe in politically or anything like that. But
No, I'm interested to hear.
Yeah,
your
I'm
thoughts.
trying to hear
Please
the theory
continue.
now. No, let's go.
so if you look at the history of Nazism and you look at Starship Troopers, the type of propaganda that Germany was producing is exactly the same as the propaganda you see in Starship Troopers. And it's all perfectly from the example of the fascists in power. Where like it literally to the point where Neil Patrick Harris is wearing an SS uniform.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Look,
it's
man,
like almost,
look, my
it's
boy.
almost like so on the nose to give you a deviated septum.
Right, my boy Shark Boy didn't sing fucking dream, 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 dream. For all you fucking fascists out there to keep doing what you're doing, all right?
Right? But I love Sky High. I thought it was so good.
Before we move on, I just want to go ahead and say, if you're gonna try to put these movies into one lump, that makes you a side
Kick. I hate you.
Well, I mean,
Also, Bruce Campbell.
yeah, and Kevin Heffernan was a great person to see in that, and Nicholas Braun, Greg the Egg.
Yeah.
I love Succession. I'm obsessed with Succession.
Okay.
I need the needle. I need the season 4 needle back in my vein.
I was wondering why that girl didn't bring like a plant with her. There was no guarantee that Sky High was gonna have trees, man.
True, they're in the sky.
It's the equivalent to Kami's Lookout, right? How many trees are on Kami's Lookout? Like fuck all, dude. Like almost none. Her powers would just not trigger, I guess.
There's a couple on the others on that one side of the lookout, kind of.
Yeah, I guess.
It's more like a ficus, though.
Did you all know that Sky High was supposed to be a trilogy?
I didn't know that.
Well, now you're breaking my heart over here.
Yeah, because now we didn't get it. What the hell?
It was a planned trilogy, but it didn't perform well domestically.
I see.
So they never made the sequel, even though the home video sales were through the roof.
I was about to say it's like a cult. It's not even a cult classic. It's just like a classic now. Everybody grew up with
Yeah,
Sky, man.
But
cult classic.
The shameful thing about it is like everyone in that movie was cast so well. It would be hard to make it now and make it as good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because you all aged up too much.
Yeah, and then also what I wanted to bring up. So that movie was supposed to be a trilogy. I saw today, I don't know if it was announced today or not, but the Inheritance cycle is being turned into a Disney Plus series. So that's Aragon, Eldest,
all those.
Yeah, and I'm very excited because I actually like that movie because Jeremy Irons was fucking incredible. The guy that played whatever the main character in Aragon's name is, he wasn't the shining light of that movie, and I found out that he was actually like the runner-up to play Peter Pevensey in the Narnia movies.
Really? Huh.
Yeah, he was the second choice.
I see. Speaking of things that are hard to recast, I have a weird Kingdom Hearts fact. Kind of spoilers, not really. I'm not giving away any plot details. That shit's convoluted enough. I'll talk about it another time. But so voice actor for Sora, Kingdom Hearts 1 rolls by. Very high-pitched voice. You know, fire, thunder, all that shit. Chain of Memories, which is technically the sequel to Kingdom Hearts 1, comes out. My man's hit puberty, but it was a Game Boy game, so they didn't really have voice acting. It was fine. They eventually had to remake that Game Boy game for the PS2, so people know what the fuck happened between Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 to make it look like how it is now. So they had him record voice lines, but retroactively, and he had already hit puberty. So it was really weird. Instead of having like a high-pitched voice, he has the voice he has now, which is a lot. It's not like super low, but it's just like, it's jarring to be like, yeah, this is Kid Sora for sure. He's like, huh? What?
Maybe he's right.
Yeah. It's really fucking funny. Oh,
so the kid from the main guy in Aragon, Ed Spaliers.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And he's on Downton Abbey.
I've only watched like the first episode
Yeah,
of that.
I didn't know that. I've never watched any of it ever.
It's a lot. It's a lot to take in. Even just episode one's like, whoa, that's a lot
There
of
was a-
characters, a lot to keep track of.
Today
Yeah,
I
I'm
learned there
sure
was a
that,
Beowulf TV show.
Huh.
Yeah, that's news to me too. I will say that it is about 10 p.m. where I'm at. I do have to pee, and I also have to get back to the house where I am dog sitting. So I have to call this
Oh.
episode pretty quickly.
There you go.
No
Um,
worries.
I was gonna say
Well-
it's about time to make. We're gonna make it like a condom and wrap it. You know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah. But so you did a little bit of research. I'm sure you heard when we have guests on, if they enjoyed their stay in Milktown, we like to offer them a position of power, if you will.
Oh, really? Please do tell.
So as of right now, we have, I think there's 4 filled governmental positions, maybe 5. We've got the Postmaster General. We've got the Strongman or whatever Sonny's title was, and then oh god, the Comptroller. That's what Mister is, and then what did we give RJ? I can't remember what we
Was
gave.
it like a
RJ.
magistrate of some kind?
The milk magnate?
Something like that. Yeah, that sounds about right.
I think it had magnate in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we like to offer positions of power, and I should really go back and write these down. But if you enjoyed your stay, perhaps we can have a little pseudo election right now.
Okay. Can I be the Secretary of Interior?
Interesting.
How about, and hear me out, the Secretary of Interior Design.
That works.
Have fun writing that roll out in the server.
Here, design.
That's from like a viral video back from like 2007.
Long
I
time
remember
Do you
ago.
that.
remember the Power Thirst videos?
Oh, Power Thirst. Oh
Yeah,
my
it was-
god.
I was like as tall as this table when that shit was going on.
Same.
This is gonna make you guys. Oh my god. I was a senior in high school.
In 07?
Yep.
Nice. You're the same age as my sister.
Oh really? She class of 07?
Yes.
Yeah. Good times. You had a James Bond prom. That was cool.
I don't. Yeah, I didn't care enough to know where hers was.
It probably
I
was
was in,
James Bond themed.
I was in 5th grade, so
But yeah. I would love to come back sometime.
absolutely. Yeah, we'll have to.
Yeah.
I like that you came prepared.
Yeah,
with,
that was crazy. That was different.
divisive foods.
Yeah, whoa.
Oh, I can come up with whole segments and stuff if you guys are interested. That kind of
Well,
thing.
I added a segment. I guess we're doing like Funko Pop of the Week now, so that's fucking sweet. Didn't mean to do that, but here we are.
You know, that's kind of like how I think it was Conan, like his first show on late night. He had this bit where he would look out the window, and across the street he would see like one office, like one window was still lit up, like someone was still working.
Mhm.
So he would call over there and talk to the lady that was working on the show. And it evolved into this thing where like once a week he would call her and be like, "What are you doing over there working?" And she's like, "Oh, I'm just like, I have to get this stuff done." And he'd be like, "Hold on, I need you to do me a favor. Go to the window." And she'd go to the window and pull the curtain back. He'd be like, "All right." He's like, "Look right here. This is where I am. Wave at that window." And she'd wave, and everyone in the crowd would be like, "Ah!" And then it evolved to the point where she eventually like came on the show.
Right.
And like, yeah, it was just like a bit that he was like, "Fuck it,
I
this
love
might be
Conan.
funny."
Yeah.
Conan
Conan.
is like the undisputed king of late night for me.
Do you guys like Saturday Night Live? Have you been watching recent Saturday Night Live?
I haven't
Not
watched anything
recent, no.
recent, but I do like Saturday Night Live.
Are you familiar with Bowen Yang?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's making a road trip buddy comedy with Conan,
Okay.
and it's being written by Please Don't Destroy.
I
The
don't know.
current They're the current Lonely Island on
Yeah.
Saturday Night Live.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, it's gonna be really good. And I have a good feeling it's gonna be like their version of Hot Rod.
Okay, I'm actually planning a video essay on how Lonely Island changed the face of comedy, but I'm gonna save all that info for my video essay.
Yeah.
Because Hot Rod is one of my examples.
Yeah, I have pretty good knowledge on Lonely Island history and stuff. So if you need any
Resources.
directions, yeah.
Okay, yeah, bet.
Word.
All right.
I smell pizza, so that means it's time for me to go.
Yeah, there we go. All right. Well,
Yeah.
I'm fucking Nate.
And I am your mom's pool boy.
And I'm your favorite pastry, Blazed Donut.
I like that way better. I was trying to
Yeah.
do like a Drew Gooden type thing, and it just didn't feel authentic.
Well,
Hey, guy.
last episode you're like, I'm Nostalgia Nate, and I'm like,
Yeah, I know. That was funny to me, though. Hey, guy. I'm Nostalgia Nate. This has been an episode of Milktown, and if you're watching on YouTube, before Nate says his fuck, please like and subscribe, hit the bell icon so you get notified whenever we go live. And if you really enjoyed the video, why don't you leave a comment and tell us what you thought about it? Even if it's bad, tell me what you thought. I want to know what you were thinking. Ugh. Anyway.
fuck.